I'm sorry, a couple of the big wigs out here from Sealmaster hanging here this weekend with Doug Kalitta and the Kalitta Motorsports Group. Doug sits 13 right now, but they obviously know what they did to Sean's car. And Alan Johnson, Brian Hewson, over there in the left lane. The first run, if you recall, it had some fuel misting out of it. The front of the motor went down in between runs and checked with him and said it was an O-ring failure. Fortunately, even though it leaned the engine out, it did not lean it out enough to do major damage. When you get in a situation like that with a top fuel car, you're afraid of a backfire or a hiccup, but it still did go to the stripe at over 320 miles an hour. And for Josh, we're talking R&L Carriers. We're talking right across the street. They are recruiting drivers. They are looking for all the help they can get. Josh Hart is looking to have a good turnaround weekend over here with his Ron Douglas-led team.
An excellent decision by R&L Carriers to get on board with Josh Hart on the ground floor. This guy won his first ever top fuel race. The Gator Nationals last year. Got big things that lie ahead of him. And bringing in a new sponsor into the sport of the drag racing. Great stuff.
Josh is 15. Doug is 13. .744 Josh Hart. 3.759 Doug Kalitta. By 1,000th of a second, R&L Carriers goes to the top. Doug Kalitta goes into the number 3 spot. Side-by-side 70s. Great run for both teams. Josh 1, Austin 2, Doug 3. And looking at the incremental numbers, both of them very aggressive all the way down the racetrack, which, well, they'd have to be to put those numbers on the board.
Nice run for Doug Kalitta as well. Alan Johnson, 328. Been talking about the plan that they're working, getting everything switched over, and it's coming around.
Take another look on our NHRA.TV replay. Flame pattern filled up on both. Good solid run to the stripe for both. Big move up the qualifying sheet for both. Josh, number 1. Doug Kalitta, number 3. And we're getting down to the last few top fuel cars. Then it's time for fireworks.